Good evening.
Hi,
What is your name?
my name is Carrie.
Carrie, how are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Doing well.
Good.
Thank you for partaking in the Dear Someone project. To your right hand side, there's a yellow envelope with someone's story. Please open the envelope and read it to the camera.
Okay. Dear someone, it's been 5 long years of drifting. My daughter and I holding tightly to each other as life keeps tearing us apart. Homelessness has been a cruel companion, robbing us of the stability and security every child deserves. This is not the life I imagined for her, my only child. Her father walked away long ago, unwilling to offer even a fragment of support. Fine if he didn't want me, but how could he not want her? How could he turn his back on his own daughter, this beautiful little girl with so much love to give? I have carried the weight of his absence every day, becoming mother and father. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't shield her from the pain of feeling unwanted. The question she didn't ask still echoed in my heart. Why doesn't he love me? Why doesn't he care? And each time I had no answer. As if that burden wasn't enough, in March 2022, I faced a new fear, losing my eyesight. I needed emergency surgery, and while I was terrified of what might happen to me physically, I was even more terrified of what would happen to her. How would we survive if I couldn't work? I used the last of my emergency savings, knowing it would delay our dream of having a place to call home. Then, just a few months later in June, I needed another surgery. This time, it took everything, our hope, our plans, and the small light at the end of the tunnel. When the call finally came in July, telling us our long-awaited apartment was ready, I couldn't feel joy. I felt crushed by the reality that I had nothing left to give. I couldn't afford the security deposit. I still remember sitting with my daughter that night, my heart breaking into pieces. How do you explain to a child that no matter how hard you work, no matter how much you save, life can still be this unfair? I stared at her, trying to find the words, and all I could feel was failure. I had promised her a home, a safe place to grow, and instead, I was delivering more disappointment. The guilt consumed me. I questioned everything. What else do we have to endure? How much more can I take? How do I keep her believing in a world that seems so cruel to us? Each question felt like a knife in my chest, cutting deeper into the resolve I tried to cling to. But I didn't let go. I couldn't. For her, I kept fighting. Even when the world told me no, I searched for a yes. That's when I found Family Promise. Their case manager listened to me like no one else had before. Not just to my struggles, but to my heart. She saw how hard I was trying, how much I loved my daughter, and how deeply I wanted a better life for her. When she told me I qualified for their Help Us Move In program, it was as if the clouds lifted. For the first time in years, I felt hope. Tears streamed down my face as I realized we wouldn't have to spend another Christmas without a home. We moved in just in time. For the first time, my daughter's laughter echoed in a place that was ours. Today, we still live paycheck to paycheck, constantly fighting against rising rents. It's not easy, and the fear of losing it all never fully goes away. But when we have a home now, a place where we feel safe, where we can hold on to love, where I can show her that no matter how hard life gets, We can keep going. I write this anonymously because I still carry the shame of our struggles. I fear being judged, labeled as irresponsible or careless. But I am not. I'm just a mother who loves her child with every fiber of her being, who fights every day to give her what she deserves. To whoever is reading this, thank you. If my story helps even one person feel less alone, it will be worth it. Sincerely, someone. P.S. Would you be my voice?
Carrie, what thoughts or emotions are you processing after reading this letter?
Well, I'm a mom, and I resonate with being mom and dad. And my heart goes to this mom who found herself in this position, but even in a more dire situation than I've ever found myself. I've never been homeless. So to have that feeling, that, I wouldn't say burden, but that weight of just the responsibility of doing anything and everything you can for your child, but then coming from a place of homelessness where you don't have the security and safety of a home for your child, I can't even imagine what this mother must have gone through and felt like. But the relief that and gratitude is beautiful, that she was able to receive love and help, and then express and verbalize and articulate it in this beautiful letter. I just thank you for letting me read it.
If this writer was here in front of you, what would you like to say to her?
I would probably like to say thank you for trying and never giving up and having faith and being so strong and keeping her daughter's needs front and center. I think when as parents we do that, we learn more about ourselves, we grow more than we can ever imagine by keeping our children first and their needs. And I would just say she's an inspiration, and I'm so proud of her. And she gives me a lot of hope, and I know she's giving a lot of others hope too.
Carrie, how do you think you can be this person's voice?
First of all, having the opportunity to read the letter is a tangible way. But I think just continuing that hope for our kids and being a voice to others, when they're in tough times, to just do anything and everything we can for our kids. And, God will provide the way. Miracles will happen. Angels will show up and just help us and carry us along the way, and just carrying that spirit forward. Hi, my name is Carrie, and I will be your voice.
Thank you for your time, Carrie.
Thank you.